My impetus really for wanting to make this film was Arnel, because when I heard that, I'm originally from the Philippines. When I heard that this Filipino guy got this gig, it was so unlikely, and I knew there was something there. So that was my interest. But of course, after filming with them for 5 years, I mean, what they've done really is amazing, right? They have this catalog of music that's timeless, and very few bands, I think, have stood the test of time. But usually bands have like 1 or 2 songs, right, at a time. But they have like 13 that work over and over and over again. So I think that I just respect what they've done. From '08, when he joined the band,
Wow.
to basically now, or last year when we premiered. We premiered last year, Rebecca. So 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is par for the course for documentaries.
Yes.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah.
It was really about the story, and it was Arnel. And a mutual friend of ours who's Filipino, who's in the business, told me about that Journey got a new lead singer, and I looked at the YouTube clips just like everybody else, and was just blown away. It was like you see, and this is before we knew any of the backstory of Arnel. It was just, I saw this short little Asian guy belting out these hits that I grew up with, and he was smiling and jumping on stage, and the clips I watched were of the first Chile concert. And I was just like, I want to see what's behind the smile. There's something really fascinating here. And so called my friend Vincent and said, there's a movie to this. And he said, well, funny you should say that. My friend Ramona just said the same thing to me. And so we got together.
You have to realize they're veteran rock stars, and it's a well-oiled machine. They're a working band. They have to start at a certain time, 8 o'clock. By 11 o'clock, by 11:30 curfew starts. So they have from 11 to 11:30 to get out of there. And it's like clockwork.
It's night after night. It's
night after night. There's no time for all that. It's like you just follow the,
There's no partying, it's day after day. It's a grind.
They almost look like a sober band.
They're all sober. I mean, they're all.
They had a toast. I was watching the toast, and like, is that Israel?
You're right.
They really seemed like lucid and present. And really,
because they've done all
this, you could see all the they're like athletes, all the.
Yeah, and at their age, I mean, you got to maintain your health, especially Arnel.
Right.
He can't drink. I mean, he's got to keep his voice. So it's a gruel.
They said,
they didn't want to do
maybe
it.
not this year, maybe next year. I'm like, next year you won't have a story. The story is this year, right? You probably will have a story next year, but it'll be different from this year. So basically what we did, what we needed to prove to them that they had a story, or we had a story, and they allowed us to film 1 day with the band up in Northern California as they were rehearsing before they went on tour. So we went out there for a day, we cut a 10-minute piece, sent it to management, and 24 hours later they said, okay. What did John Barrett, their manager, said? My wife started crying, come on out, or something.
Get on tour.
Get on tour.
And then it's like, be careful what you wish for.
Because then,
how do we do that?
To answer the rights question, very difficult.
Why were you able to have him in it, or was there initially?
Well, initially I thought I was going to interview him, but as I filmed with the band, I realized, my God, that is such a complicated storied past with Perry, and I think that's a different film. I think if I included it in this film would have unraveled. This is about her now. Yeah. I wanted to do Journey of the Present, not Journey of the Past. I think that there's a film to be made there, definitely.
We did have to get him to sign off on having his image in the movie, on getting the rights to the songs. I mean, so, we still needed him. And I think the band thought we wouldn't get the rights to include him. But he ended up signing off on doing it.
Okay, I have that one camera trained on Cherry, his wife. Right, for the entire concert in Manila. She just trained on her. I said, okay, your job is to follow Cherry wherever she goes. So I said, and the most important shot, the money shot for me is when she goes around, goes back to the dressing room and hugs Arnel. That's first, because that's the first time she sees him, And I said, we're going to end the film there. I didn't, I thought that was where the film was going to end. You got to get that shot. But once he got, so he's following her. Gets close to the dressing room, and the road manager, one of the managers, blocks him. He goes, no, you can't go in there because they need their privacy. And we're like, no, you don't understand. We've been with him for the past years. So that was painful. We didn't get that shot. But then at the end, I didn't need it. I realized I didn't need it.
I don't know if this was purposeful or not, but you had the bus drive right past
You
it,
noticed that. Thank you so much. Yes.
and he didn't see it.
No, he didn't see it. He didn't see it. Wow, thank you for noticing that.
Yeah.
That was on purpose. We choreographed it.
Yeah. No, but that was a brilliant,
That it was, yeah. I love that shot. Really fast. Yeah, we showed it to them right before premiering last year. They were in Nashville, so we showed it to the scariest audience. We showed it to them, their management, their lawyers, their accountants, their
Spouses and, you know.
wives,
yeah.
ex-wives, children. They were all there.
So when did you breathe after that screaming?
Right after, when the lights came up, they were like, you know, Arnell hugged me. He didn't want to see it. You know, he was he said, I want to see it in the privacy of my hotel room. I said, fine, let's do that. But John Barrett, their manager, said, no, Arnell, you're going to eventually have to see it with a big audience. So see it with friends right now. See it with people who are on your side. So he did. He sat in the corner of the theater, closed his eyes, and then he just gave me a hug right after and left it. Then I knew, you know, he was so overcome that. Well, thank you so much.
Great job.
If you
Thank you.
love this,
Facebook.
And tell
Share
them
it.
opening
Facebook.
weekend is so important,
Yeah.
like for the
Put
theatrical
it on
life.
Facebook,
So
Twitter
yeah.
it, everything.
Tell them to come tomorrow or
We
Sunday.
are so shameless, so please, tell them to come.